Welcome to This Week in Colorado Soccer. I'm your host, Eric Poloni, alongside head coach Danny Sanchez. Coach, NCAA Selection Monday. The Buffs have found out who they will play in the first round, and then you are going to host against Oklahoma State. We will definitely talk a little bit more about this in depth, but first I would like to get to the Utah game. A 1-1 draw. The Buffs tied for second place in the conference.
Yeah, it was a great day. Obviously, beautiful weather. Our 6 seniors to come out. It was great. We were able to get all of them in the game. It was great to get Kalia back in and get her prepared for this weekend. And I thought we played well. Utah is ranked 23rd, so at the end of the day, probably a fair result. I thought we played well. Danica scored a great goal early in the second half.
And an even better celebration.
There was a good celebration. She was saving that for senior day, so feel free to bust that out next weekend, hopefully. But and we were playing well. I was a little disappointed to give up the equalizer late, but I felt we pressed, and we were really, at that time, there was still a chance to win the Pac-12 championship, so we were really pushing to get the 3 points and get the win. And I thought in overtime, we put a lot of pressure on, just weren't able to find the game-winning goal. As it turned out, Stanford beat Cal anyway. But like you said, we finished tied for second in, we feel, the toughest league in the nation. So a great senior day and a great end to our conference play.
And we caught up with Danica Evans, the goal scorer and the back flipper, after the match.
Very emotional day, but I'm very happy that I was able to play my senior year and junior year here at CU. And honestly, it means so much to be out on this field with this team, and for me to score on senior day was honestly all that I needed, and I'm honestly proud to be a Buff. Joss won it out wide, and it was kind of a free ball. It was 50-50. I went and won it. I turned. I saw one girl coming, so I cut it back, and I looked up, and I just placed the ball. I always wanted to do it, and no better day than senior day, so I brought it out.
Coach, we have our stat of the week talking standings. Stanford did end up at the top of the table, but the Buffs did get some help from UCLA topping USC, so the Buffs ended up in second place. Andy, talk about our stat of the week.
Stat of the week, with the Buffs finishing second in the Pac-12, we're in a tie for second, and after finishing 12th last year, that's a jump of 10 places this offseason, the biggest one-year jump for a school in Pac-12 history. Great
turnaround for a team that was also picked to finish 10th again this year, so that's something to be proud of.
We always felt that maybe we're a little bit better than our record last year, so I'm real proud of the team, how they committed and it really performed, especially after dropping 3 matches early in the season, how they really performed in conference play, and especially towards the end of conference play when we played 5 highly ranked teams in a row and won a couple and with a draw. It was a great way to end the regular season and to prepare us for the postseason.
And the postseason, great segue, Coach. NCAA Tournament first round will be hosting here in Boulder. Saturday, you believe, at noon is what you're telling everybody. Unless we hear otherwise, check cbuffs.com and get your tickets and everything for that. But Oklahoma State coming to town, an old Big 12 foe.
Yeah, I mean, a great program. Got a lot of respect for their coach, Colin Carmichael, who's been there for a while. They had a great season. The Big 12 was very good this year. Obviously, West Virginia being a #1 seed and the #2 RPI team in the conference. So it'll be a huge challenge for us on Saturday against a very good, very athletic team and a very well-coached team. But we're real excited to be at home, to be at Prentup, and have one more opportunity to play in front of our fans. We've had great support the last few weeks. So once again, like Eric said, unless you hear something different, we'll be at high noon on Saturday. It's right now. We checked the weather, 70 degrees and sunny, not a cloud in the sky on Saturday. Football is away at Arizona.
And they don't play till 7:30 at night, so you can make an entire Buffs
We'd love
day.
to get the whole a big student body, all of our student athletes, all of our administrators out for the last time to see this group of young ladies that have really committed and I feel make this athletic department proud of how they carry themselves. So we really would like to get a huge supporter section out on Saturday.
And when the Buffs hosted 2 years ago, Snow Classic 02, so the weather is going to be
just a little bit
warmer. That would be
warmer.
stat of the week, Andy. It's going to be probably 78 degrees warmer than it was that day.
Exactly.
And it's still only going to be 70 degrees outside, so
yes.
That gives you an idea of how cold it was. So good luck in that game, Coach, on Saturday.
Yep.
And good luck at the rest of the tournament. And we will see you next week on This Week in Colorado Soccer.